Hey everyone, I'll just show you my little garden patch here. I've just let that go to buggery the last 6 months or so. I pulled the last couple of parsnips out of there a while ago and just let it go to buggery. So but I've got big plans for that patch. Big plans. What I'm going to do is going to happen in the spring. So I'll leave that there. I won't tell you any more about what I'm going to do with it. I'll let that be a surprise. As for today's video, I'm going to head out of the city for a little bit. Probably down 5 Burwood over to Homebush as well. I want to check that area out too, see what that's like for doing deliveries. Homebush, that is, because I know there's a DFO out there, direct factory outlet. It's got a food court, so possibly pick up 1 or 2 out there. Burwood, yeah, Burwood's usually pretty good too. Burwood, Westfield, and then we're gonna head back into the city to drop something in there later this arvo. But until then, catch you all later. Alrighty, here we are in the back streets of 5 Dock. Just logged on. Straight away got one from Macca's down here at Croydon. Double. That's right. I've never actually had one from this Macca's down here before, which is strange because I've been down here a couple of times the last few weeks. There's no gutter lip over there. Yeah, been down here. It's at a soccer meeting last week, and I came along here. Didn't get one from Macca's there at all. On a fucking Monday, what happens? Log on, bang, you'll get double from Macca's. So go figure. See, so as you can see, is Parramatta Road. Well, in the peak hours, it's one of the busiest roads in Sydney, if not the busiest. It sort of leads into the CBD and goes all the way out to Parramatta, which is in Sydney's west. How many k's would that be? 20 k's roughly? 20, 30 kilometres? I don't know, something like that. So it's all the way out there, northwest of Sydney for heads. Anyway, we're heading just down here now. We're going to pick these 2 up and get the day underway. Alrighty, got those 2 done. There was a quick $11. Well, the delivery part was quick. Waiting at Macca's wasn't quick though. Who cares, eh? Yeah, earlier I did say I was going to go up Queens Road to Homebush, but I thought the other one, last second delivery was just down back here near Lyons Road, so I thought fuck it, I'll go to Lyons Roadway. A little bit more picturesque than Queens Road, so yeah. So yeah, today is Monday. Happy Monday. From Patrice Evra there. Hope you like that little video from Patrice Evra. And it's actually my current mood. I love this game. I remember Mondays I used when I was working in offices and stuff. I'd be so dreary and about going to work. To be honest, most days was like that too. doing this, you don't have days like that. You don't wake up like that in the morning. You wake up more slower, relaxed. Have your breakfast, or coffee for me anyway. Do what you got to do. Then just at your own leisurely pace, get out on the bike and ride wherever the fuck you want. So if you're thinking about doing it, I've got 2 words for you. Do it. Anyway, I'll shut up and let you enjoy the view down here of the water. We're going to ride around this bay, head over to Concord area, and then Homebush. Sorry for the wind as well. This little street here, Friend Avenue, it's got another nickname. It's sort of not really underprivileged, but people that are not as well off as others live there, and it's commonly known as Homebush by the Sea. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the Aussie series called Homebush. Search on YouTube for it. It's a bit of a more of a piss take, funny sort of series of people that as I said, you know, not that well off in life. Shit they get up to. Usually found further out in Western Sydney, a few in East Sydney as well, of course, but mostly out in West Sydney. Yeah, look at the view there. Nice view, eh? Here's the extension of the golf course. I've played there quite a few times. This golf course, the back 9 here, back 9 holes are very, very short. Anyway, I'll shut it off now. You've enjoyed that nice view, and I've told you all about Homebush by the Sea. I'll hook up again when we're a bit closer to Homebush or Concord or something, and see what we can see over that way. Well, Concord's giving me some love. Just got one as I was riding through here from Majors Bay Road down to Concord Road, or near Concord Road, which is perfect. So we're going to pick that one up now and get it delivered. That was plane 7, so it's a nice one. About to get windy, so I'll shut up now for a bit. This is Majors Bay Road, Concord, which I reckon at night time would be pretty good to come and work down here, because very popular. This is where we're picking up from just there. A lot of restaurants and that along here. Coles just there. Anyway, get this one done. Okay, we're now in the new neck of the woods. Just got that one delivered to Concord Road there, and we've crossed over Concord Road. We're now in what I guess you could call North Strathfield. This area here leads to Homebush, so that'll be our next stop, I'd say. Homebush. I just logged off. I'm not too worried about picking any up out here, because there won't be many, as you can probably see. It's not exactly crawling and thriving with restaurants, so it's going to ride up through here. I think this is what's this train station up here they're redoing? I think that they're putting in the tram here that's going to run from Parramatta, across the Parramatta River down through here. I think it's Concord North Station or Strathfield North Station. I'm not 100% sure, but actually no, sorry. There's a cubby on the bloody train. See, they've done a bit of work here to the station. I think it might be Concord West Station. Anyway, we're heading out this way. We're doing that up. So that's both trains they've got there, and they're adding the tram track to that. So that'll come through here, as I just said, across the river through here, and it goes to Five where we just were. I think it goes through Five actually, and to the city. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, put a little piece of infrastructure there. Anyway, just over that way's Homebush, so I'll shut up for a bit and catch you over there. This is that DFO that I was telling you about earlier, direct factory outlet. I'm going to stay logged off because I'm going to go up and show you all the stadium and all that, but we may end up coming back here to pick one up. As I said, there's a food court in there, and I reckon it could be quite busy at lunchtime, just after lunchtime. So that's the back of it. Or sort of the front, side, whatever. Anyway, see you in a bit. Okay, we're now in the Homebush Olympic precinct. You see they've set up some clay tennis courts there, because we don't have tennis courts in Australia. They've set some up there that the top players can practice on to get used to the surface. If ever we play like a country in Davis Cup that don't play on clay either, we can say, you know, let's play it on clay. Fuck is over, but they wouldn't play it in there. They'd transform the clay over to these courts, which is the outside courts of the Sydney Tennis Centre. Now I'm not sure how many courts there are here. That's obviously centre court right there. Not bad. It's obviously centre court just there. Who knows? We might even pinch the Australian Open from Melbourne. Hold it out here. I mean, I reckon we've got the infrastructure here to do it. You might have to add a little bit to it to beef it up and that, but I reckon it could be done. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be fucking huge. Sydney pinching the Australian Open from Melbourne after Melbourne pinched it from Adelaide, like many years ago. It used to be held in Adelaide originally. Now they hold it in Melbourne. If we could get some big name players up here to Sydney for that, mate, Melbourne would shit their pants. Yeah, that's the other side of it there, just through the trees there. I wonder if we can ride up to it up this path. Oh no, gate's still closed there. Yeah, Sydney Olympic Park Tennis Centre. There's a few more courts over there. They've played some pretty big matches there, just not... Oh, hello, that one's open. Let's go and have a look, see what we can see, eh? They're currently playing Wimbledon over in London at the moment too. Yeah, see, we've got all the outside courts, plenty of outside courts. I think there might be another covered one over there. This is obviously the centre court. Just ride straight in, eh? Pretty sweet. Yeah, looks nice. It's not as big as Melbourne Centre Court, but who cares? I reckon we could do just as good, if not a better job than Melbourne. And I'm sure there's some Sydney-siders watching that will agree. Oh, none of these doors are open. You see? No, I can't see through there. Oh, you can actually. Oh, it's set up for netball. Okay. So I think they just might have played the netball grand final recently. That was a Sydney Swifts versus I think Adelaide team. I'm not sure. But yeah, it just shows, you know, it's got many uses. With a roof over it. Put clay tennis courts. Normally they play hard court, you know, the rebound ace tennis courts in there. They put those in there, and I think they've played, I'm pretty sure they've played a couple of Davis Cup games in there. And there's been sort of one or two other big events they've had there too, besides of course the Olympics in 2000, which is, geez, 23 years ago. Long time, eh? Anyway, let's keep riding through the precinct and see what we can see. Righty, just followed this back road here and thought, wonder where that'll lead to. Leads to the Sydney Olympic Park Hobby Centre. That, for our American viewers, obviously is what we know as field hockey, not ice hockey. I'll just see if I can peek in there. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of a view of it. Awesome grandstand there. Not too bad. Unless you got, I think you got 2 hockey fields. One at the back there, we're just passing this one here, which is on this sort of main road here. Yeah, that's another hockey field there too, yeah. So as you can see the sign there, you head down there to Parramatta Road. We won't be going down that way. We're going back up here, back along here, and up to the left. See, all this stuff here is around 23, 25 years old. Obviously the courts and that have been redone, returfed a couple of times since then, but does it look its age? I don't know. The shapes of the buildings and that, kind of, maybe, sort of, yeah. Who knows. Yeah, Key Centre is the basketball arena, I'm pretty sure. So as I said before, they had the other the tennis centre set up to play netball. Key Centre's where they play basketball, and Netball Central right next door. Why did they not play fucking netball in there? Who knows? Maybe they had a netball tournament on or something, like a juniors netball tournament, and they had to have a couple of courts ready. Who knows? But yeah, that's netball and basketball just there. Not much else up ahead, straight ahead here. It's pretty much a couple of apartment buildings and that. We're going to head up here to the left. Let's see what we can see. And we're coming up now. On the left we have the Sydney Olympic Park Aquatic Centre. Just here, sort of dug into a mound a bit. It's quite big. You should go in there. I haven't been in there for many, many years. It's not the closest pool to where I live. The closest one to where I live is probably Drummoyne Pool. But I have been there a couple of times when I was younger. It's very, very big swimming complex, because swimming, for those that know the Olympics, is very big in Australia. It's one of the most popular. It's probably, I'd say it's the one sport that we can reliably top the world in. Swimming. Like with all other countries in the world combined and sort of competing with us, we can confidently say we've got a pretty good chance of beating them. Because in most other sports we don't. We're a little bit smaller. Sometimes we can match them, but not as much as some swimming. It's over that way to the left. Just up ahead here we have Stadium Australia. Oh, of course. Now. And I presume that we're playing a few Women's World Cup games out here. It looks like they're setting something up here for it. It starts in, I think, 12 days. The Women's World Cup. That's Soccer World Cup. Yeah, this is the sort of the jewel in the crown of the whole area here. It holds currently, I think it's 60, 70,000. I think originally it held 80, but they redesigned it. They can sort of move seats in and out. So the capacity is around 60 or 70,000. The main sport they play here is rugby league, but they play anything and everything. Rugby league, soccer, rugby union. I'm pretty sure they put concerts and things on inside there as well. Yeah, it's one that's I think the outside's definitely looking its age. I'm not going to go out and say that I think they should redo it all or whatever, but they cost them billions. But yeah, as you can see, there's plenty of hotels and things to stay in out here as well. If you've got to come for a sporting event, don't stay in the city centre, come out here. It's much quieter, much better, you're closer to the event. This is about 10-15 kilometres from the city, Sydney CBD. Oh, that's the athletics centre up here. We'll go and see if we can see the athletics track. Can't even say athletics properly. Let's see if we can get in there maybe. Athletics, obviously they're on the running events there, well the track and field, I should say, you know, shot put, high jump, this, that, whatever, and the running as well. Bin chicken. How about the bloke that killed and wanted to cook one of those? Oh man, that was hilarious on the news. Guy got caught, killed one of those, and was going to cook it and eat it. They're actually using that for the Women's World Cup. I'll just see them roll. They're cutting the grass, and we might be able to peer in from here and have a look in and see. Just got a glimpse of them doing the field. That's strange. So they're using the athletics field for the Women's World Cup. Might be like a training field or something, I don't know, but yeah, interesting. Kind of odd. I guess it's really the only one they could use, because they obviously wouldn't want to use the main stadium for that, I guess. I don't know. You tell me. So yeah, we do things a bit funny out here in Australia. But whatever. Anyway, I'll shut up for a bit now and go for a bit more of a ride and see what else we can see out here. There is, for those who are wondering, they're cricket nets. That's where the cricketers sort of warm up and bowl and whatever, practice bowling, batting and that. Got no cricket on at the moment, but if ever they play a cricket match in there, they usually play I think it's the 2020 Big Bash League or whatever they play there. They play that here as well. It's obviously where they warm up, the nets there. And that over there is a car park. There's a big stadium, needs a big car park. In Australia anyway, maybe not in a city with as good public transport as say London or Rome or something, but here, because we built it out here with I mean there wasn't really any public transport out here before. This sort of helped build the public transport around here as well, even though it's not overly reliable or frequent. It's there, you know. This is where they have concerts as well. Kudos Bank Arena. That's another big indoor basketball, netball, whatever else arena. Yes, it's Kudos Bank Arena there. There's a dome over there as well. That's the showgrounds where they have the Royal Easter Show. A lot of markets and all that kind of thing. That's over that way. Carl Barron. He's a stand-up. I think he's world famous. Would say he's world famous, Carl Barron. World famous Aussie stand-up comedian. I think they might actually play ice hockey here as well. It's a shame they're not playing the Vegas Knights and the LA Kings here. They should play one game here and one game in Melbourne, the bastards. Melbourne watched it from us. They pinched both games. So I said, right, we should go and get the tennis off them now. Fuck it, that's it. I'm all for that. Australian Open to Sydney. Melbourne, get fucked. Let's start some Sydney-Melbourne rivalry here. All in good fun. Yeah, this on the left is part of where they hold the Royal Easter Show. It's like an agricultural show. They used to hold that in what is now, what I call it, Fox Sports, or Fox Studios it is, in the city. Been over there a couple of times. I think it was the last video we were over there. But this is where they hold the Royal Easter Show now. It's agricultural show. Cows, sheep, this, that. That's some Monster Energy. Is that Monster Energy? Oh no, it's a skateboard. I thought it was that Monster Energy sponsored skateboard ramp. A random basketball ring. Another random basketball ring. You see, it's school holiday time, so don't ask why the kids aren't in school. It's a skateboard ramp they built out here recently. That's pretty good. And that's the stadium where the GWS Giants play Aussie rules. That's a smaller sort of stadium, obviously, than the main one over there. Yeah, that's sort of in full Aussie rules configuration. They play GWS Giants, don't really have many fans, so. And there's the International Broadcast Centre for the Women's World Cup. Okay. This is where all the media is going to be based at here. Oh shit, okay. There's not much else down that way, so I'll turn back and go and might go and get some deliveries done. What do you reckon? Gonna get a bit of work done after this tour of Homebush. Work my way into the city again. Let's see what's down this road here. As you can see, it's a very big precinct. There's a lot out here, a lot of stuff out here for sort of holding events and that. Very spacious, a lot of green space as well. It's a good place to hold events. And also I learned to drive out here as well, before it was all this, of course. Back in the late 90s, Dad taught me to drive out here, and it was just there's like a brick pit and it's just a few factories, sort of very industrial sort of area previously. So, yeah. GWS Giants vs Sydney Swans on the 5th of August. Is that out here? Okay. Sydney Swans, as I've probably told you in a previous video, they're the eastern side of Sydney team, Aussie rules team. I don't really like either of them, to tell you the truth. Funnily enough, I support the West Coast Eagles, and there is the train station for Sydney Olympic Park. Those who were curious, actually stopping, beauty, thank you. Yeah, it's a big area here. You can quite easily host the Australian Open out here, I reckon. Australian Open tennis. Players, were they? Nah. Team officials or something. Through up here, yes we can. And it looks like they're building more stuff here. Maybe a tram station, maybe. I think it might be that actually, yeah, a tram station. That'd be good if it is. By tram I mean light rail. Anyway, that's about enough from Homebush. That's about all we'll see. So head back into the city now, city region, and get some work done. Actually, fuck it. Won't go to work just yet. I'll take you all out for a ride through Bicentennial Park, which is right next to Homebush. I just realised. Do a bit more sightseeing. Bicentennial Park, a bit less windy, a bit quieter. Homebush is that busy. There's big mangrove sort of area out there. Not much water there because we haven't had any rain for probably 8 weeks. I mean decent rain, at least 8 weeks or so. So there's a pathway down there. You can go through the mangroves. Actually, let me have a quick look at this map. Just see. Ah, you can't take a bike down there. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. No, I'll just keep riding and See where we end up, I think. But what I can do, I can actually head back to Concord along this path, but I'm not quite sure how and where it links up, so we'll see what happens. Here's, I was saying, it's more sort of got wetlands, mangroves out here. A lot of green space, big area. People picnic and God knows what else on the weekends out here. Just bring the kids out here and they can just run amok. But yeah, those paths through there, you can't take the bike, unfortunately. So feel free to come out here and go for a walk if you desire. But for cycle path diversion during special events. Okay, there's no special events at the moment, so you might go back this way. Or no, because Concord West is that way. Ah, bugger it. Keep going this way, see where we end up. That's another thing we don't do here very well in Sydney. Signage, signposting, directions. Don't know if you may have noticed from other videos, but where did these paths lead? Nobody knows. Our signage isn't too great here. A little where you shoot, get up in the tower and fire at the enemy. Don't know what that tower was because there's no signage for it. And up here is the M4, and we have one sign saying roads left, Botany Bay to the right. Jesus Christ. You can actually ride to Botany Bay, but you wouldn't want to try that from here because the bike paths between here and Botany Bay would be absolutely horrendous. Like, no coordination. You'd have to ride through my area, 5 Dock Des Moines towards the city, or get down through sort of Concord, Burwood, instead of Ashfield, Dulwich Hill, Marrickville, through that way. And there's just no bike paths, no sort of set defined bike paths out that way. As you've probably seen again from my earlier videos, our bike paths here, I mean, they're on the up, but they're just not coordinated very well. Unless you come to like a park like this, where it's just a big, this is just like a big loop, Bicentennial Park basically. So, some ducks. See, the bike paths aren't coordinated very well. They don't really link up. So if anyone's coming here thinking of riding around Sydney, like in the suburbs, yeah, fine, give it a go, do it. But you've got to use not this main road here, which is the M4, but you've got to use a lot of main roads along with some bike paths that we built. So, oh, this is actually where I do park. This is actually where the Roads Park Run is held every Saturday. Shit, I know what now. I just realised. And Concord West is out there and up to the right. Yeah, this is where they have Roads Park Run. I just realised. It starts here, does a loop around there, out, and then it comes back on that same path. Far out. How did I not realise that earlier? Yeah, that's Roads Park Run for all those park runners out there. It's sort of 2.5 k's along that path, which leads out to the IKEA and the Rhodes. It's like a homemaker centre they got out there. It's kind of like what they got at the DFO, but more of a homemaker centre as opposed to having all other clothing shops and food court and all that. So I'll head back through this way and see where this leads. Yeah, if you're visiting Sydney, come out here and do Rhodes Park Run one Saturday morning. Starts at 8 AM. I think it's 8 AM. Anyway, check it out. Rhodes Park Run, R-H-O-D-E-S, as in Greece, because what else would you name a big area like this after? After a place in Greece, perhaps? Who knows? Anyway, I think we've come to the end of this path, so in a second I'll put some firewood, a bit more firewood. Get the car out and take it down south when I go down there next. Yes, as I was saying, starting to come to the end of the path here, getting back to the sort of Olympic Park precinct. You can see all the apartment towers here. That apartment tower, the one in front there, I'm pointing at, about, God, how long ago? It was about 5 years ago now, on just before Christmas Eve, or it might have been on Christmas Eve. There were all these cracks found in the building. I had to get all the residents out because they couldn't stay there because it was that dangerous. That's another thing we don't do very well here in Sydney, apartment buildings. Pretty sure it was that one. It's called the Opal Tower. They had to get everyone out because they were worried the building was going to collapse. I mean, you look at the size of it, you imagine if that collapsed, my God, it'd do some damage. I don't know what they've done now with it. Whether I think surely by now they would have corrected whatever the issue was out there. But yeah, those poor buggers that had to evacuate at Christmas. Nice little lake here. There's like a little coffee shop and that up there as well. A little bit more of Bicentennial Park over that way, but it's not. You know, it's pretty much the same sort of thing as what we've seen already. Feeding the ducks. Yeah, what I'll do, lead back out to the main road up there. I'll say goodbye and I'll catch us all in a bit. Now, just to prove to you all that I'm not cheating and that I am actually riding from Homebush to the city area. This is Burwood Road here. Burwood Westfield's a little bit further down here. I'm going to log on now. And I reckon I might get one or two from Westfield just up ahead here. Or from one of the little restaurants along Burwood Road. We'll see how we go. Yeah, haven't got one yet, but cruise slowly up here along Burwood Road. I mean, it is after lunch, it's 2:30 PM, so may not get one, but who knows, who cares. There we go. This is the suburb that I play soccer for, Burwood. And this road here, Burwood Road, is the main road. We're going to have the open top bus parade down when we win the comp this year. Going to hijack one of those big bus tours, I think they call it. 15 of us jump on one of them with a trophy. We go nuts. We're going to commandeer the bus to come down here, drive down Burwood Road. Street all along here is going to be blue and yellow. People are going to be going nuts. Yeah, I wish. It's good fun though to do it. There's Burwood Park there on the right. And just here is Westfield, Burwood. And a little bit as you go further and further up, you get there's a lot more Asian restaurants as well, like Chinese, Taiwanese. I think there's a couple of Japanese, Thai, a couple of Indian ones as well. There's also Strathfield Plaza off just to the right hand side. You can sort of diagonally, you can just see the buildings near Strathfield Plaza over the back there. Come mate, you make it. Come through. You make it, mate. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Come on, come through, buddy. You'll make it. You'll make it. Plenty of room. That's another thing Aussies don't do too well. Drive around bikes. Either they shit themselves or they get too cocky and too confident. Oh, it must be pretty quiet around here too. Those two there are pretty chilled out looking, so I think we'll start heading to the city. Might even head down through Ashford, who knows. Go left a bit further up here and head down maybe through Croydon. Yeah, through Croydon I think, and then Croydon, then down Parramatta Road, and who knows, maybe another Macca's one down there. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of little heavy Asian influence in this. Oh, there we are, as soon as I say nothing. Oh, it's going to Strathfield, so give that a miss. Strathfield's a little bit far. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of Asian restaurants around here, so night time will be very, very popular, so it's a good spot to work if you're looking for something sort of separate to the city to do. Around here will be very, very good. As I said, not only that, you've also got the food court at Westfield, which I've done a few in there over the last few weeks, and they're not too bad. Places are pretty prompt in getting food ready. Parking's a bit of a bugger, but you gotta sort of go up in near the movies, up one level, and sort of come back down like that, but who cares, you know? Job's a job, right? Delivery's a delivery, right? I think that signs for that alleyway, but I may be wrong. Okay, this is Burwood train station, just here on the left. We'll head down through Croydon and head to the city down Parramatta Road that way. This here is Blair Park. Sort of our home ground. We haven't actually played on this field that much this year. I think we've played here once or twice. That's our home ground for soccer, that is. The one we mainly have been using is a bit further down here. I'll show you. It's Centenary Park. A little bit down here and to the left. The west field here, nearest to us, is our preferred field, our more favoured field. And of course I always schedule us on the far one, which is the east field. One with the hybrid sort of mixed use rugby league and soccer goals there. Just a little bit of car behind me. Might jump on that path there and ride along and go and have something to eat as well. Yeah, this is where you'll find me every second Saturday during the season. Nice little canteen and facilities block we've got here. Of course, West's bowling club over the back there too. It's looking kind of dry because, as I was saying before, we haven't had any good rain, like proper rain, for about 8 weeks, maybe more. So that happens. Gets a lot of sun, just dries out. Put the pegs back with the nets. Someone left the pegs out when they're pulling the nets down. Anyway, what I might do, I might sit down up here and have something to eat. Over in the sun there. I might even whack the phone oh, it's not the phone, sorry, the camera on charge. Got a funny feeling I'm going to get very low and it's going to run out of battery at a time when I don't want it to run out of battery. So I'll catch you all in a bit. Back on the road, just around the corner from Centenary Park there. And earlier I was talking about soccer, so I may as well give you all an update on how that's going. We lost our last game 5-2. Another frustrating day, but as I think I may have mentioned earlier, we've got 2 or 3 players coming back for this weekend's game. That's against the team coming second. We're currently coming 5th. But if we beat these guys and other results go our way, we can actually leapfrog them into second. That's how tight the competition is. It's unbelievable. It's too old for this shit, man. I prefer us to have won a few more games and be more firmly entrenched in the top 4, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, we've got 3 games to go. What we want to do is try and win all 3 games so we can cement a spot in the top 4 and make semis. But as I said, it's not assured, so, and it's a very close comp. Everyone's beating everyone, so we'll just have to see how we go. Should be good fun though. Anyway, I'm going to log off here and head city bound. I'll catch you all later. I forgot to mention in an earlier video too, the Uber bonus for this week is $85 as a bonus for doing 60 trips. Very achievable, but I don't think I'll go for it because I'm going to have tomorrow, being Tuesday, and also Wednesday off. Wednesday I normally only do half days anyway, so it still could be achievable, but I don't think today I'll do it. I'll get the 30. If I was going to go for the 60, I'd want to do 30 today and 30 on Thursday. Realistically, you probably couldn't do 30 today, although Mondays can be pretty good, but it's Wahlburger there, who knew who that was. Anyway, but then yeah, Thursday you can pretty easily get 30 as well, so we do that in 2 days. Having 2 days off. I've been going pretty good the last few weeks, so give myself 2 days off in a row. A bit of rest, a bit of fun, whatever. Come to think of it, absolutely no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow when I have the day off. Well, I might obviously put this video together, but yeah, we'll just see. Weather's going to be good, so we may possibly go for a run. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, I'm heading down Parramatta Road into the city now. I've got to run to the city and get something done there for Dad, so I'll go and do that now. And I'll catch you when I'm in there. Alrighty, back on it. Got into the city and I did what I had to do for my dad. I just logged on. I got one from Max Brenner up at Westfield, which is a bit further up Pitt Street here, and that's going down Castlereagh Street, so just around the corner from it. Nice easy one, $7. So the 18 I've earned so far today earlier. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. Just done a few quick deliveries in the CBD area. Ended up down this way, down towards Circular Quay, I guess you could say. That's more down to the left. With the Opera House right here. Thought I'd get one of that for you. Sun's just starting to go down. It's now just come up to 4:45 in the afternoon. big ferry coming in there, and Harbour Bridge. Go along here, see if we can get any. There's the Hungry Jack's just at Circular Quay a bit further up. There's also the Wahlburgers up there as well, which got one or two from, but that probably won't be that busy this time of day, but we'll see. I think our best chance is probably Hungry Jack's over there at Circular Quay, where all the just beyond where the ferries are there. That's how AMP building is doing up. That's right. That building there they're doing up. I used to work in that about, how long ago was that? Was that just after I came back from the UK? 2011, late 2010, early 2011. I actually worked in that building for about 3 or 4 weeks. God, that was a funny story. Should I tell it? Yeah, fuck it, why not tell it? One of Australia's biggest investment companies, financial companies, called AMP. They've actually got the building behind it, as you can see up there. Man, they hired way too many people. Way too many people this time when I was brought on for the job that I was doing. And anyway, what happens, they hired like 20 of us, I think. And they only needed maybe 6 or 7. I'm just coming into the story. So anyway, what I used to do, I'd go into work, plonk down at the desk, open up Excel, look busy, do fuck all for 8 hours. I'm not shitting you, this is true. And then just, end of the day, walk out of there. Did that for like 3 or 4 weeks. And I thought, fuck, are you serious? They seriously don't know what's going on. Like, they'd way overhired, and it was probably a big wank. Someone had said, oh, you know, where they wanted to say they've hired so many staff or whatever. And I'd hazard to guess that I wasn't the only one doing that, but I thought, fuck it, I'll see how long I can get away with it for. And in the meantime, I was obviously, you know, looking for other jobs as well. It was only meant to be a temporary thing. But yeah, man, that was fucking fun. It was hilarious. And then a couple of years after that, their share price just crashed, like astronomically. Unbelievable. And I mean, the company didn't collapse, but man, they went from like being worth 60 Aussie dollars a share to 4 or 5 Aussie dollars a share. And just sort of showed the level of bullshit that pervades to this day in the financial industry. Like people doing bullshit jobs, things that are sort of unnecessary or what have you, and these companies paying them hundreds of thousands a year to do it. I mean, obviously I wasn't getting that much, and I was getting nowhere near that, but just talking about the sort of bullshit that pervades them in the modern day. And this here is Customs House. How the hell do I get out of here? There's a way up there, surely. The old Paragon Hotel there. The funny story, or a few funny stories about that I could tell you, but in my younger years, back in my late teens and early 20s. But we won't go into that now. There's a bloody fencing up everywhere here. Or I can jump over. Sorry, thanks. There's fencing. Can't get over. There we go. There's a spot. Can't even get over there. Shit, a brick. What's fucking done here? What? Got some fucking festival on or something. Oh, you know, fence everything off. And I guess that's Sydney for you. Anyway, jump off and head up to Pitt Street and see if we can get another couple. checking the yellow courier app as well throughout the day, and haven't been any come up, which is sort of odd. It's the last few weeks I've had a few for EB Games, done a few of them, and also did one for J-Car. I think it was back last Thursday or last Friday. J-Car just up here on York Street. So it's good that they're on. I think they'd be a really popular one. For those who don't know what J-Car is, it's like an electronic shop, like everything, like charger wires, all those little like fuses, everything for electronics. So they're a good one to have on there because they'd be very popular. Well, I would think they would be anyway. So that's yeah, they're one to watch out for. If you're jumping on the yellow up, look out for J-Car orders. They're good ones. Anyway, I'm just going to cruise over to Darling Harbour here and hang about there for a bit, see where the go is, and might head up to Broadway after that. It's just about to hit dinner time. Could be a good night over at Broadway. Progress shot of the old Harbourside Shopping Centre. Used to be there. Food court and other shops. Last time we came up, there had a lot of boarding up, but now you can actually see, you know, everything's been demolished, and they'll, I guess they'll get started building it. I don't know, ASAP. Yeah, we're going to head down that way now, and go along past Guzman and see if there's anything happening down there, and then we'll head up to Broadway. Yeah, well, it's quite. So I might mention the flat tyre I got the other night too while I was working. Luckily, I was near a servo. I could sort of, it was down on Parramatta Road near Sydney Uni. There's a BP servo on Parramatta Road, and I was sort of 2 streets back from that, and I'd gone back to the bike after delivery. Shit, the flat tyre. So I pumped it up as much as I could just to get to the servo, and it was even going down then after I pumped it up. So I got back to the servo, got down and had a look at it. Thankfully there's nothing in the actual tyre. It was the valve on the tube, because I had the tube in there for so long. It's that old, the valve had sort of worn away and the air was coming out of the valves. It was leaks. Change it there. And I've seen a couple of you have asked about pumps, whether the electric ones are any good. Mate, I can tell you now they're brilliant. This saved my ass because one of the servo this night didn't actually work properly. So, because that was fucked. If I didn't have my electric pump, I would have had to walk home from there. So yeah, so definitely buy an electric pump if you're thinking about it. Buy one. They are well worth it. And yeah, so change the tube, pump the tyre up with my pump. Gone back on my way. I'd made $70 thus far, and I was like, shit, don't tell me it's over now. And surely not, got the tube changed, beauty. Went up and made another $100. So, and this here, change the subject completely, is the Women's World Cup Fan Festival. They're setting up a massive area here for fans to come and watch it. And I think that building there will be like a media centre, because they'll sort of do crosses to there, and then they'll have the fans in the background sort of thing. Hello. No idea what that is, but anyway. Yeah, so back to the fan centre there. What do you call it? Fan festival, whatever it is there. That will make riding down here an absolute nightmare if it's busy, but I personally don't think it will be that busy, because the Women's World Cup isn't such a big deal as the men's. If it was the Men's World Cup, I'd say, yeah, do not ride down here at all. You'd be fucking mad pals. But the Women's World Cup, so okay, for the Australia Games, you get a few more people down here watching maybe, but most of the other countries, you know, people probably wouldn't go down there and watch. As for my tip, country to look out for there, the Women's World Cup. I'm going to show you a real beauty here. As you come past the Winter Festival here. We've usually got like a snow machine that's set up in there too. It's obviously not going. I think it's from Sunday to Thursdays. Yeah, Thursday to Sunday. So it's more over the weekends, that one. Yeah, as I was saying, the Women's World Cup. The roughie I'm going to throw you. Feel free to laugh like you did when I did Canada in the men's. And yeah, okay, they shut themselves, but this is different. The roughie I'm going to throw you for the Women's World Cup is the Philippines. The reason for that is they've got Alan Stachich coaching them, who is a brilliant Australian coach. I reckon he might actually be a better coach than Ange Postecoglou, who's just gone to Spurs. Alan Stachich coaching them. He's got a lot of his coaching staff that he had at the Central Coast Mariners when he turned them around from a shit heap to pretty much a championship team. They've got him coaching, they've got all his coaching staff over there, Philippines with him, and he's been with them since, I think it was 2019, after he'd got the sack from the Matildas here. He sort of, story is he got a random phone call, said, "You want to come and coach the Philippines women's team?" So he said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And he's renewed his contract twice with them. So he's happy there. They're happy with him. And I reckon, and they've actually won the, I think it was the Southeast Asian Cup, or the Asian Cup for women's football. I'm not 100% sure of the competition it was, but that was a year ago now. So he's doing a lot of good things there with them. And I reckon he can get them to go one better. Just one issue is getting out of their group. They've got two teams to beat. Will be New Zealand and Norway. They're going to be the tough teams in that group to knock off for them. So if they can beat at least one of them and draw with one of them, then they go through. And then after that, they'll have another big country to face off with. I think I was looking, and it could be England. So they could actually knock England out of the World Cup, and that would be huge. Because England, they think they're great at everything, but they're currently shit at cricket. Ashes. Johnny Besto, keep walking, mate. Yeah, but I think if they do play England, they could spring a big upset and knock them out of the World Cup in that second round, first elimination stage. So keeping on the Philippines in the Women's World Cup, folks. You heard it here first. They're coached by a very good coach. Anyway, I'm on the way up to Broadway now. I'll switch off and try and hopefully get a few more jobs up there. Catch you all in a bit. Alright, we're back to Broadway Shopping Centre. Just done a couple from here. Thought I'd come back. On the way back, picked up a $13 krill order going over to Alexandria, which is a couple of suburbs across, sort of behind Sydney Uni and a little bit further down. So I thought, why not do it? $13. Sweet. Chance of getting a double as well is actually pretty good, so we'll see how we go. She's grilled aren't always ready, so might be a little chance of a little bit of a wait, and a double could come in as well while we're waiting. So whatever they want to add to $13, baby, I'll take it. Okay, let's do this. Alrighty, just going to pull over here quickly. I'm just in Everleigh, which is not far from Alexandria. I'll drop that off from Broadway, and then got another one, so thought I'd do that. I get two. That brings the tally for the day up to 10 deliveries, and financially we got $83.39, so pretty good. Looking at being worth about $8.30 each. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to just show you these new lights I bought at Decathlon. They're the red ones at the back. The only problem is they're a little bit big, and they don't really grip the bag as well as the those front ones do. Sorry, down low on the panty bags there. They're the old version, and the new version, as you can see, they've got two lights in them, so they're pretty good. I like them. they actually last for 14 hours like that, whereas the other ones last for 4.5 hours. So you know, much bigger battery in them, so they're really good. They're from Decathlon, as in, you know, the sport, or the 10 sports make up a Decathlon or something. That's the name of the store. If you're in the UK, I think you've probably got them. Don't think they're in the US, but yeah, they're really good lights. And you can also have them as white as well. I tried putting them on the front as the white ones one day, and one of them's fallen off the front already. But these ones, I've had these on for probably 4 or 5 days working now, and the back ones go fine. They grip okay at the back, but just the front ones, I think because sometimes I kick up the bag sometimes, and I must have knocked it off with my foot or something, because they're a bit bigger than those ones. But anyway, yeah, you get the drift. I'll shut up for a while, turn off, just have something to eat quickly, fire up the barbie. Nah, just joking, just my bread. But yeah, a nice little park here at Everleigh. It's a big doggy park during the day. In the afternoons, people bring their dogs here and play with them. So yeah, so I'm just gonna have something to eat quickly and get back on the road. Quickly, just been past there, get an order from Fishbowl at South Everleigh, which I'm sort of surprised they're still open. I thought they were only really out in business hours to sort of cater to the businesses that are in there, in that South Everleigh precinct, but apparently they're still open. That one's going over to Surrey Hills. I think it's paying about $10, so I thought, why not? I got plenty of battery left to climb the Surrey Hills, so let's do it. Just dropped that one off at Surrey Hills, and found ourselves on Crown Street, home of the now Move Bikes, which is where my little baby come from. And she goes back there every now and then to get, you know, chain done and brakes done and everything. They're great there, so if you're in the area, you're looking for a brake, go to Move Bikes, man, they're very good. And I thought I might as well head out east, well, not really east, but sort of south a bit. I head down to Zetland, because that area's been pretty good lately. Saturday night I went over there because I didn't play soccer Saturday, it was weekend off. I went out to Zetland there, and man, it was going nuts. Over the whole day, I wasn't really expecting to get a lot of orders. I was sort of thinking I'd get maybe, you know, 20, 22 orders, because I had a later sort of start. So I went out to Zetland just to see what it was like, and Saturday night out there was busy as. Ended up getting up to 30 orders in the day, so that was a pretty busy day. Good day, busy day. That was day and night, Saturday night. So I'll go out and check what it's like on a Monday. I don't think there'll be much happening out there tonight, but I may be wrong. You never know. Just as I was chatting to the guy in the fishbowl back there where I picked up that order. Oh, there we are. As soon as I say that, holy smokes, $23. 23 schmackos, crust at Surrey Hills to Erskine Street in Kent. Fuck it, let's do it. It's double too. Yeah, paying $23 from crust back there, back into the city. So yeah, I figure I may as well do it. So we're going to turn around and go and pick up the crust first. And there's one from Pista House as well. That's an Indian place, Indian or Indian Pakistani, I think it is. So yeah, we're not going out to Zetland. We're I'll just wait till this guy goes past. Shitty old Lancer with a crap exhaust. Christ. And a Queensland number plate to boot. Anyway, yeah, we'll go and pick these ones up here at Crust at Surrey Hills, and then Pista House, which I'm pretty sure is back down a little bit further down Cleveland Street. They're usually, or no, they might be on Crown as well. I'm pretty sure they can take their time. So we'll just see what happens. Anyway, get these two picked up and head back to the city, which is that way. Okay, just dropped that one off at Kent Street. One of them, one was was a little, you know, just a little tub of chicken and rice or something from that pista house that I was talking about. So that would have stayed nice and warm for the trip, and for that one we got 23 bucks, so you beauty. We are now down at Barangaroo, and this guy doesn't believe in pedestrian crossings. Oh yeah, we've got light up rollerblades here. Oh, it's a family of rollerblades. As I said, it's school holidays, so I said speaker. Some light up honey colour speaker thing there he's got. Another one on rollerblades. Okay. Good on them for getting out and about, I say. And yeah, as I said, we're at Barangaroo, which is just the other side of Darling Harbour. We were earlier today at Darling Harbour. This Moon Mum, my god, it is packed every fucking time I come past, and every time I pick up from there. There's always barely a spare seat in that place, man. That must be good food in there. Moon Mum, it's Thai food. If you you know, look it up. That's one place I got to try, Moon Mum, and also Angry Tony's over at Chippendale, pizza place. I keep saying when you go there and try it out, but I never get the chance to. So, you know, there's one night when my parents are unable to cook for me, I'll go in there and I might get 2 pizzas. I reckon I could eat 2 of their pizzas. Oh no, we'll see. See how hungry I am on the night. Now, where to now? What's it? 7, just after 7:30. So there's still a bit of life left in it yet. We're up to 13 deliveries so far today, and 117 bucks 48. So not doing too badly. Also did my first, actually completed my first Coles order the other day too, from Broadway, which is where I might head actually. Yeah, Coles order. Only thing was I didn't get I forgot to get a Coles bag for it. It was just 3 ready meal things for him, you know, and just grabbed them, scanned them. I paid cash for them, so I couldn't bother getting a Google Pay Plus card thing up in time, so I just paid cash. Uber, they refund that to me over the next couple of days, so that's all sweet. But yeah, as I said, I forgot to get a bag at the checkout. Got the place, oh shit. But he had like a chair under the cover, said, you know, leave it on the chair when I get there, so I just left them there, so hopefully got them in time. They were ready meals, so wasn't like it was anything sort of perishable. They're packaged up and everything, so it should be fine. Alrighty, so I might head through Darling Harbour here again and up to Broadway. Give that a crack, see if we can get some action there. See you in a bit.
This is it.
That's why we love Broadway. The characters in Broadway. I just went back to Broadway for about 10 or 15 minutes to hang out there and see what was happening. It's gone pretty quiet there now, so I'll head on over to Piermont. Just like my manoeuvres. You love them, don't you? So yeah, we'll head on over to Piermont now and just see how they're going over there. Yeah, love those manoeuvres. Yeah, we'll go over to Piedmont because they got Woolies over there. They got crust pizza over there as well, which you can sometimes get some late night people ordering crust pizza. What time is it now? It's 8, just after 8:30. So Monday night. This late on a Monday night. Well, I wouldn't call this late generally, but this time on a Monday night, it's not usually overly busy, so all the time I just cruise around and just see what I can get. Hit a few different areas. Might get one or two here and there. If not, I might pack it in and head home after Piedmont. I'll just see how we go over there. Yeah, just stopped off at Coles here at Piedmont and logged off for a couple of minutes and had a quick snack. It was actually a curry beef pie from Coles. So if I don't end up making this video, or this video doesn't end up on YouTube, and I absolutely shit myself to death tomorrow morning, you'll know what it was. No, it wasn't too bad. Anyway, well, as I was about to say, we're sitting there eating it, and I've logged back on, and you've got to pick up from Wok Station up here at Piedmont. Not sure where we're going to. It's going somewhere in Piedmont. I remember that I'm going. So we'll just climb this street here, and Wok Station's just up the top here on Harris Street. Yeah, nice little pie there. Wasn't too bad. It was only $2, so it's a half price, I think. So end of the day, last of the hot food they've got. So probably just going to get rid of it. Marked it down. And I said thank you very much. Is that Kenny? Do you guys remember Kenny? He could have taken that corner so much wider. What were you saying about Aussie drivers earlier today? Can't drive? He could have gone right out wider into the corner and turned. Anyway, let's get this Wok Station picked up. That's another job I did. Don't know if I've told you all before, but I trialled as a bus driver. Oh, sorry, the milk's gone down funny. Trialled as a bus driver for a week. I enjoyed it, but I could drive the bus. Jimmy over at Leichhardt was impressed with me, but sort of thought it wasn't really for me because all these trees in Sydney. When I come into the curb, I was kept clipping all the trees. I'd break too many mirrors, man, seriously. But anyway, time to pick this one up. Crust pizza. So the coppers are also here. They're here to get a late night pizza reaction. Sorry, I've been throwing a joke in there all day today. I thought I may as well throw a dumb joke in. It's now just after 9 PM. Pretty quiet. Just riding back from that one I dropped back up there at further back up Harris Street. Don't think I'm likely to get any more, so I might start heading home. Well, I'll keep it on as I go through Balmain. You never know, this time of night you can sometimes get the odd so yeah, you can get the odd late night BP or Ampol servo order from over there, Balmain, Roselle area, so I'll leave it on. At the moment, I've done 15 and we've made $128.57. Is this still open? There's a couple there waiting, probably waiting for pick up their orders. It can take a while, but screw it, I'll head back home. So yeah, 15 trips. Yeah, not too bad considering we had a trip all the way out to Homebush today. 5 dock, then Concord, then Homebush. Good fun days, more sightseeing than actual hard work. hope you guys all enjoyed that. A little trip out to Homebush. Thought I'd give you something I don't normally give you. Who knows, I might throw in another area of Sydney on another video. If you want me to come out to your area, put a comment in the comments box below. Let me know which area I should hit. If not, obviously, you know, Sydney City and wherever else I normally hit, Pyrmont and Balmain, Zetland, the list goes on. So yeah, as I said, finish up video, 15 trips done, and $128.57. Not too bad, not the worst, not the best, but had a bit of fun on the way. Nice, relaxed Monday. And we're now about to head home over the Anzac Bridge. So yeah, hope you've all enjoyed watching today. As I said, leave any comments or whatever down below if you've got any other areas you're curious for me to go and visit. I might do a North Sydney one soon. We'll just see. What other areas? Parramatta, I could go to Parramatta too. Parramatta, North Sydney. Possibly go up and do the right area, but that may be a little bit too hilly. St. George area maybe? No, why not? Anyway, it's about to start getting a bit breezy as I get up onto the bridge here. So I'll say thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subscribers out there. We're up to 26 something subscribers I checked the other day, so that's coming along pretty well. 26 or 27 of you. Thank you very much. Although I don't really do it for popularity, and more just as a informative sort of tour of Sydney sort of thing. Take you guys all around Sydney, show you around. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and like your comments in the comments box below. And I'll see you next time.